Hello, my name is Kiara Davis, and I am the owner of Simone Speaks, which is basically a mental health and self care blog. Um, for right now, I'm still in the process of completing my website and doing everything, but of course, during this quarantine, it's not much you can do. So, I have decided to do basically like talks with Simone Speaks. So it's basically like mini conversations around like different topics that can uplift your mental well-being as well as your spiritual. So today's episode, this will be episode one. Episode one, and will be we will be I will be talking about willingness. And it came to my mind because I realized that I struggle with this too. And willingness is basically the quality or state of being prepared to do something, or being ready to do something. And so I struggle with this. I struggle with completing tasks or just doing things that I love and actually making it a priority to do it and complete it. And I mainly struggle because of life stuff. You know, we all go through different things in life, and I'm in a stage where it's like, who am I? Um, just been dealing with a lot. But I said that I made it a point as of last week to just get back to my regular schedule and plan everything out. So, as I said, willingness is the quality or state of being prepared or ready to do something. And one of the things that I notice is that, like, when we do things that are basically negative behaviors, we have the craving to do, like, we have the craving to have a negative behavior, or we have a feeling or a sensation that, okay, I'm gonna do this. So first and foremost is avoiding the cravings of wanting to get off track, or like, for example, a lot of people want to get healthy, especially during this quarantine. It's a craving. A craving comes when you want bad food. You know what I'm saying? A craving comes when you want ice cream. You know what I'm saying? So as far as your cravings, you just have to ignore them. And not like, yeah, you have to ignore them. Like, you have to shut it down to where you won't act on the craving. And craving leads to negative behavior or negative daily addiction. So, in order for you to create positive cravings for yourself, it takes habit. So part of acceptance and behavior change reduces stress in daily living if you create positive habits. So, creating positive habits takes time. So, don't beat yourself up if you say you're going to do something and the next day you fall back into that same pattern. You just have to realize or know what exactly is causing you to fall back, and recognize that and take it head on. You can't ignore it. Yeah, you can recognize it, but you have to implement ways to change that negative behavior. Acceptance allows you to recognize your negative self-talk or behaviors and tackle them head on. So you're accepting that you are having these thoughts, that you are having these negative thoughts. You're accepting that about yourself. And acceptance is not a bad thing. It's just realizing and being present with yourself when these negative emotions come, when these negative thoughts come, when things don't go your way. It will happen. So it's just about accepting that it's happening and then coming up with a plan to change that. And this all goes into willingness, because then you have to be willing to accept your negative behaviors, right? You have to be able to control them, in a sense. So I just wanted to put this out there. It takes a solid 14 days to create a habit, and this includes changing the way your mind thinks. So I came up with 4 things that you could do daily to produce willingness, okay? So self-control, which we already went over. So you have to be willing to control your negative self-talk. Having self-control, just like I mentioned about working out and eating unhealthy, have control with that. And this, in everything I'm discussing, I go through myself because I love food. Okay, I love sweets. But if I know, okay, my goal is to lose weight, then I can't have M&Ms at night. You know what I'm saying? I can't have Skittles at night. I can't have a bowl of ice cream. I just can't, because then it's affecting my overall goal that I want for myself. So allowing self-control to be a part of your daily habits, that'll be a good thing for you to have. And then the second one is reflect on gratitude daily. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? It's a lot of stuff going on. This quarantine, the pandemic, but what are you grateful for? Write down what you're grateful for daily. I'm a big journaler. I journal all the time. When I'm reading the Bible, when I'm just upset, when I'm sad, I journal because it releases like that negative energy, that weighing down aspect. You know what I'm saying? So journaling has really helped me. So journal your gratitude. Journal what you're grateful for. And I mean, it just doing small things that will help with your everyday struggles, you will get through it. Like, you will see a change like no other because you're not avoiding it. People that avoid their emotions are never happy. You know what I'm saying? They're never happy. So write down what you're grateful for, because the negative emotions will come. Those negative thoughts, they will come. But as long as you're recognizing, okay, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful. I say this all the time. I'm grateful to have my legs. I'm grateful to have breath in my lungs, So allowing that to steer your day-to-day plans, or what you have planned for the day. Then I said create small, achievable tasks. Sometimes our daily tasks may not be realistic. This was for me. Sometimes I have tasks on there and I want to complete it, and it was too much for the day. When I already had stuff going on, why am I putting this on my list? I'm not going to do it. And so that causes anxiety, or the negative self-talk comes like, oh, you lazy and you didn't do this, you didn't do that. No. It's because I put it on my list and I had already had other stuff planned for the day. So what am I doing? Okay. So next one is put a time limit on your task. Don't put it up there and that same task be up there for 2 weeks. Because when you lack proper time management, it causes more anxiety and less room for you to complete other tasks that need to be done throughout the day. So you not completing that one task, in your mind you like, well, F all them other tasks. Like, sis, no, ma'am. Put a time limit on that task. If you put it on there on Monday and it take a few days to complete, do that. So I had just brought out a little quote that spoke to me, that that just came to my mind. It says, life is unfair, so things will make you uncomfortable, but don't allow them to dominate your thoughts. Life is unfair, Things will make you uncomfortable, but don't allow them to dominate your thoughts. Getting stable mentally requires practice. So I'm trusting y'all to put willingness into your daily habits, but allowing it to be a healthy way. So I hope that this was good for y'all. It was good for me. Just to like release what I've been wanting for myself. But my dog is underneath my bed tearing up something, so I gotta go. But talk to y'all soon. This is episode 1, Willingness with Simone Speaks. Talks with Simone Speaks.